We're back from Toronto. Everything went perfect. Reddit on Wiki starts now.
Get therapy.
What's going on, Wikimaniacs? Welcome back to another Am I the Asshole episode. I'm your host, Josh, joined with my two tired boys, John and Sean. What's going on?
I feel like we're three tired.
I am also exhausted.
Yeah. It actually did go perfect.
It did.
It
It
really
was
did.
surprising from all of us.
I couldn't have asked for much better, honestly. Everyone at the live show was amazing. Super fun for us. And I think everyone enjoyed it by the sounds of it. So
We're hoping there was smut for those people who couldn't attend.
yeah,
But even the people that didn't enjoy smut, we gave them reprieve. We gave them warning. Feel free to use the bathroom or get a drink.
yeah,
From,
we did.
Glad Day Lit.
But yeah, we do have to give a few people some shout outs, I think, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for
I mean,
sure.
It's only right because there were quite a few people that brought us things. So
Oh my God, do I have to grab it real quick?
I have mine right here.
Oh man, let me run real quick. BRB.
Shout out Bex, who made little dolls of ourselves. Super cool. Sean's is awesome. I think Sean's is the closest.
I had bell bottoms kind of on.
It does
at
look
the
like
live show.
Sean, who's been electrocuted with the hair.
Yeah. I guess it is kind of hard to get yarn to sit.
To sit, yeah, but
Yeah.
it looks so good. And then John in his little jersey.
What a Suns jersey. This is
His
so
Suns
cool.
I love it. I love it. We've also got to give a shout out to
Robbie.
Robbie. Yes, made us dice.
Mine are at my bedside.
One of you might have also taken my the little thing that came with it, but that's fine. I'll have to get it from you guys some other time. But anyway, yeah, Robbie made us some dice, which was actually came in clutch because we needed them during the shots and thoughts. Also got to give a shout out to Sensational Sally, who gave us some very lovely.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
postcards and magnets
Already on my fridge.
from Montreal. And then Azaleas and Anxiety, who made 40 asshole and not the asshole signs, all custom made, all and just handed them out for everyone. It was funny because we had people come up to Sienna and Nancy and Juliet, and we're like, where can we get the signs? And we're like, oh, we should have thought of that. So next live show, we'll have to make some signs.
We'll make some signs so you guys don't have to. But it was fantastic that you guys did.
Absolutely.
Really brought up the Beyonce of the place.
Oh, it did. And just distracted Sean a whole hell of a lot.
Quite a bit.
We also got some bracelets from Lower Score.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
The wives and ourselves got some bracelets, which were super cool. What's mine say on it? It says, mine says something. Oh yeah, werewolf. That's what it says.
Mine said Szechuan Salvino on it.
Mine was John's poverty. I was wearing it this morning.
And then Kitten Mittens made a Barefoot Conrosa sign and the Dasani water, I believe.
In collaboration
few-
with Fred.
In
That I
collaboration
refused
with
to bring
Fred.
home. I just
I
said it
have
was
it here
poison.
somewhere.
Good,
in
because
my
I was
bag, I
keeping that shit. The fuck.
If I ever have somewhere I can put some stuff, that's what I'll start doing that.
The memorabilia.
And then we got some donuts. I didn't actually see who got us the donuts, but shout out to you because they were delicious.
That would be Hafsa. Shout out Hafsa.
Hofstra,
Shout out
thank you
to
very
you.
much.
Oh my gosh, those donuts were amazing. I feel like me and Josh were just hella eating it that morning.
That was my breakfast.
Same.
That strawberry one was fantastic.
Oh, they were so good. The fritter I had, the apple fritter. Oh my God, it's delicious. But yeah, so thank you very much for everyone who came. I know a lot of people came very far away, 12-hour drives, flights from all the different states. Super cool. We will be posting the video because we did record the video and audio for that. We will be selling that on our Patreon. It might be out by the time this episode comes out, but stay tuned. Just check our Patreon. We'll be selling it there for people who didn't have a chance to go. And then for those who bought tickets, we will be sending a copy of the video for free.
For free.
Along with your ticket.
And for the Patreon, you don't have to be like a paid member to purchase the event. So just if you guys are discouraged by that, you're going to be able to purchase it from there, but you don't have to be a Patreon member to buy it.
We'd appreciate it, even if you're.
We would appreciate it a lot, to be honest.
But you don't have to be. Yeah, John's correct. You can just purchase it and then never touch our Patreon again. But yeah, so
touch us.
No, we're not doing smut today.
Don't make me breathe hard on a mic again.
Oh God. But yeah, thank you for everyone who came. Thank you for all the gifts. They were super, super generous, and we had a blast. So I hope everyone else did, because I know John's itching to go again. So
I've been dying, brother.
We'll have to schedule something else.
I felt the roar of the crowd, and I'm just like, I can't get enough of this shit. I need it. I need it again. Although
His head.
behind the scene, boy, we were pacing back and forth all day.
Josh was very calm, I will say.
Oh, I was.
The pit said otherwise, though.
The pits did say otherwise.
The pits definitely said otherwise.
We
had Josh sweating out of 3 shirts. We had John shadow boxing, and I was just pacing.
Sean was pacing a lot.
Pacing a lot. I didn't know what to do with myself.
He might have got all his steps in within the half hour we were waiting to go on stage.
Yeah, it was tough. I panicked, ate a whole sandwich.
Yeah, you did, which was crazy. All right, boys. Well, with that, I'm sure we'll talk about the show more later dates and stuff like that. I know John and I are doing a live here soon, so
what?
I'm sure that'll come up on a Wednesday. So let's hop into the first Am I the Asshole story of today, posted by Taps D's, and the title is Am I the Asshole for Crafting During Meetings?
No.
Okay.
We had a Wikimaniac playing Animal Crossing during the live show. We paid no mind.
During the
Said, it's just like how I listen all the time. I was like, honestly, that's kind of a vibe. That's kind of sick.
Fair. Yeah.
I think they were also the same person that gave us donuts. So
they gave us donuts.
Yeah,
Shout out.
I believe so.
It
Yes.
was. Yeah. Hell yeah.
One of the few that will see heaven with me. Even though they don't want to.
If you know, you know.
So I work in a mainly office setting, and we have a lot of meetings, video conferences, and online training, which is primarily in video format. I've always needed something to do with my hands thanks to ADHD, and if I don't, then I cannot focus on things that isn't reading properly, which is ironic because I also have dyslexia. I've also been crocheting and knitting since I was little, and it's something I do a lot while at home watching TV and movies because it helps me focus. In university, I used to crochet and knit in lectures because it helped, and no one seemed to have a problem with it. The lecturers actually encouraged it when I asked and said as long as it helps me focus, I can do whatever I want. So I decided I was going to take it into work with me to see if that would help me focus more in meetings and not get distracted during them. In brackets, they're very long meetings going up to 4 hours sometimes.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh my God.
Honestly, when it gets to an hour 30 in a meeting, if I ever have a meeting that goes that long, I'm fucking.
Oh,
you're a better person than me. 10 minutes in, I'm like, this shit could have been in an email.
They go on to say, and I usually mentally clock out within the first half hour, so they're right with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Side note, I had brought it up to my supervisor that I had trouble focusing, and my manager was actually the one that recommended I find something to do with my hands and okayed it. It worked. I was able to focus a lot better and be more involved in the meetings because I wasn't just drifting away. But recently, a colleague came up to me and told me to stop. He said that was rude and disrespectful towards everyone in the meeting and the service user whom the meetings are usually about. I tried to explain that it's actually helped me in staying on track and remembering more of the information about our service user, but he held firm in his stance. And it's not like I'm not participating at all. I don't need to look down at my knitting or crocheting because I've been doing it so long, and I bring in pieces that are simple and mindless to do. I also will put it down to write/type up notes and if I'm talking. Anyway, my colleague said he was going to bring this to the higher-ups if I continued, even though I had already cleared it up with my manager before I started doing so, and it's gotten me a bit worried, so I need your opinions. I just want to preface that the meetings I usually take part in aren't massive company meetings. Usually there are about 6 to 15 of us, and it's generally group discussions. Also, where I work is quite relaxed and generally a casual setting, like we wear smart casual as well, so it's not super formal. So, should I stop what I'm doing, or is it disrespectful?
No. What the fuck? Absolutely not. This person sounds like a damn hater. I'm the type of person that also gets distracted too far or too fast in a meeting. And even recordings like this, I get hella distracted to the point that Juliet brought me like this little ring over here. So I can actually like play with it to like snap so then I can like focus. And if you already got the approval from your manager who is saying that, hey, that's fine to do that. It seems like you are more productive. You are able to pay attention better. Then I feel like that approval is the only thing that matters. And I'm pretty sure your boss is going to go to bat for you and saying, hey, this person's kind of being just a dick about it. Bro, leave that fucking person alone. Leave OP alone. If they want to be able to do that to be more productive, who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like maybe this colleague doesn't know that like everyone's brains work a little bit differently, but like if anything, by her doing this and after her explaining it to you, you should know this, but being able to do something with her hands, crocheting, doing all that stuff helps her focus. So if anything, it's more disrespectful for her not to be doing that, because then she'll fucking zone out, and then what's the point of even being in the meeting? So, and she already cleared it with her manager. If he brings it, I don't know if this is something to go to HR over or not, but I mean, I would maybe consider it just because it's kind of like, first off, you're not my boss, so why are you talking to me in any type of way? And after I already explained it to you, why do you feel the need to like threaten me professionally or whatever? So it's kind of just like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You can
John, your expertise, can you go to HR for this?
You can absolutely go to HR for this, but that person who's going to file that complaint is the one that's going to get in trouble for it, because what the manager did is essentially reasonable accommodation.
Yeah.
This thing is, I mean, the person is OP is neurodivergent, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, ADHD.
Yeah, so the OP is neurodivergent, spoke to manager about it, got the clear, and if this person and OP seemed like they let the complainer know that, hey, this is actually something that I need. Manager get the A-OK that, hey, this is reasonable accommodation. This is becoming a harassment case at this point if that other person that keeps complaining is continually like badger them about it.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing I would say is maybe get that in writing if you haven't already from the manager, so that you have solid, like if they go to HR, be like, hey, here's what our manager said. You know what I mean? But other than that, like, yeah, you're obviously not the asshole. And Reddit agreed and said not the asshole, though there were a surprising amount of you're the assholes.
Really?
Whoa. Yeah, I wouldn't say they were the most popular, like upvoted ones, but there were a couple. Anakin versus Sand said, I'd be offended if someone was focusing on arts and crafts while I was speaking in a meeting, but you cleared it with your manager. It's on them. If this person has a problem, they should speak to your manager, not you.
Yeah, I mean, because
like
honestly, I could see from a perspective of like some old dude being like, why the fuck is somebody doing anything? Like, I've had a boss that was like, no laptops in the meeting. Let's all focus in and things like that. And it's kind of just like, this is a long ass meeting.
Yeah.
Only half of us probably should be in here. We have work to do. I mean, that eventually got cleared up or whatever, but it's kind of like, I get it. You may feel like not everyone's focused in on you, but like, talk to the manager, be like, hey, I thought that was weird.
Yeah.
Then the manager will be like, oh, well, by them doing that, they're actually focusing in more than had they not been doing it. And then any normal person should be like, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
At the end of the day, who gives a fuck? They said in the story too that they've gotten so good at crocheting to the point that they're still making eye contact with whoever the speaker is. So who fucking cares, dude?
Also, like some of the meetings going 4 hours. Are you fucking kidding me?
4 hours is crazy.
That is
I can't imagine any meeting. What will you say?
That's what I mean. I couldn't care what anyone's doing past hour 1. At that point, I'm like, yeah, whatever you got to do to stay awake at this point. You know what I mean?
Minute 15 and wrap it up. Come on.
Yeah, I'd take if I have an hour plus long meeting, I'm brewing like 2 cups of coffee.
Yeah,
walking in with both.
Honestly,
because I'm like, this is great. You expect me to sit here fucking over an hour?
Big Second 8542 said, not the asshole. Non-neuros will not usually get it. It's like when I have to make a hard eye contact. I can do it, but I can't hear / process what you're saying if I have to hold that eye contact. It takes up all my mental capacity. For many, fiddling with something in your hand is a distraction and a clear message that you're not engaging in the conversation or meeting. As an ADHD-brained adult, I know how counterintuitive it is, but if I can fidget or be busy, this other portion of my mind, then I can really focus on the meeting. Hell, I'll come out less tired too. So they're saying like, as someone who's non-ADHD, they can see how other people see it, but it's also like,
yeah,
it does help, me is like with ADHD focus. And that makes sense to me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And this is why I always advocate for remote work, because it makes people like work on their most comfortable environment. I fucking hate sitting on meetings. I have already fucked up brain as enough as it is. And I also have restless leg syndrome. So I'm like also just standing I never sit in meetings. I'm always standing in the back, just pacing back and forth because it's so hard to sit still.
Yeah, no, I get that. OP writes some edits just to clear some things up. So about the service users, they are not in the meeting with us. It's only us as professionals in these meetings. We are discussing them and what we are going to do / our plans, but they are not present for them. We work with their mental health, and I'm part of a therapy team, so I'm well aware that it would be unprofessional to do that in the presence of service users. Additionally, the people within these meetings are generally people I see every day, so they're not all strangers. Also, I keep the crafting on my lap, and the projects are relatively small and in one color, like socks, hats, squares, etc., not big projects like blankets or sweaters. I have a notebook or laptop on the table, so I'm not taking up a bunch of space on the table, and it is generally quite hidden. When in the in-person meetings, I crochet, so there is no needles clacking, as crochet only uses one hook. The knitting is done when I'm online, as knitting is a bit more of a hassle than crochet is. I'm not medicated for my ADHD, but that has a reason. I have trialed a lot of medications, and I get bad side effects, even in general, such as extreme drowsiness and nausea. I think all of that just kind of solidifies that you're not being that much of a distraction. And
that sounds like a them problem, whoever was complaining.
I feel like they want to be like, well, if they could do that, I could fucking play my Game Boy or whatever the fuck.
I want to play.
Yeah, I want to do some shit.
Animal Crossing, I guess.
This is a guy who hates 4-hour meetings too and is like, well, you can't have fun if I can't have fun.
Yeah, just so grumpy coming out of the last 4-hour meeting. Fuck you.
Which, honestly, when it put in context, kind of fair. Just fucking 4 hours is ridiculous. But don't take it out on your fucking coworker.
No, take it out on your damn company. Like, what the can't this just be sent on a fucking email, people? Come on.
I honestly can't imagine a 4-hour.
No, I can't. It's crazy.
What are we doing?
All right, let's move into the next one. Cross-posted by Hop Midscore Intuit. And the title for this one is, Am I the asshole for going no contact with my niece over her child-free wedding?
I'm going to go with yes. It's their wedding. They wanted to have a child-free wedding. You could have just said no, and you probably took it out on them.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But I'll go not the asshole. Only because you could cut off whoever you want to cut off.
I mean, I guess that's true. The reason might make you an asshole, I guess.
Yeah. I guess the reason isn't that. Yeah, I guess asshole then. You've got me.
Like if I just cut you guys off randomly because I don't fucking know. You interrupted me one time. Be like, well, we do a podcast.
We made you eat smut in front of your friends.
Yeah, that might be fair though.
We would have cut each other off. Like we would have hella cut each other off from the beginning. I feel like we always interrupt each other and we don't care.
That's what I mean. You guys would be like, well, we do a fucking podcast. All right. So my husband is the youngest of 4 siblings by a lot, and I'm younger than he is. We've been together for 30 years. When we first got together, I was in my early 20s, and he was in his mid-20s. Illegal, maybe? Oh, this is crazy.
Saying that we didn't get a single illegal during the live. Not one.
That's true, actually. And his siblings were in their late 30s. We were always an afterthought. My first Thanksgiving with the family was eating out of Tupperware at his mom's house because his sister had come with her kids and they had celebrated Thanksgiving the weekend before and didn't think to invite us. I spent every holiday planning or babysitting his nieces because they were closer in age to me than the rest of his siblings. I bought them gifts for every holiday. It was made very clear that the holidays were about the 3 older siblings who had children. Everything revolved around them. The kids were napping at dinner time, so we waited. The kids were hungry, so we ate. It didn't, which I think is in most cases normal, right?
Yeah.
They're hungry.
Yeah. I think when you have kids, it's kind of, when they're kids present in a family, it kind of revolves around them. It doesn't matter if someone just left to run an errand. We do not wait. It does not matter if we had other plans. We put them aside because sister-in-law wanted to make a memory baking pies with the kids in the tiny kitchen. When we were married, I made sure to include his nieces. They all had a role in the wedding. I was married November 1st, so when their mother decided to turn my rehearsal dinner into a costume party, I smiled and kept my mouth shut. My biggest pet peeve is people changing into casual clothes at the reception, and I've never once complained about the children getting pajamas and sneakers in my wedding photos. Now, these nieces are in their 30s and getting married. We don't see them as much as we used to, but it's been very important to us that our kids, 12 and 13, know their cousins. There are pictures up, and we decorated their rooms with the nieces' artwork from school. We talk about them a lot. So when my niece decided to get married halfway across the country, we spent a year discussing the wedding and making plans. We get the save the date, and it's asking for early responses online. I get to the end of the RSVP, and it makes it clear that there are no children invited. I'm confused. On my niece's side, there are only 3 people under the age of 21. Her sister's kid, who will be the flower girl, and my 2 kids. My kids are the only people in her entire family that are not invited. We check with my niece to make sure she really means that her first 2 cousins will be the only members of her family not invited, and explain how important it is to us that they know their family, and how we talk her up to them even though she only sees them every other year. She responds, "Oh, that's cute, but we have to celebrate another time. My fiance has 40 local relatives under the age of 18, and we had to draw the line somewhere." I get that.
I don't think you do.
No, I don't think you do. Yeah.
I don't think you do, actually.
But I doubt her fiance has 40 first cousins who are coming from out of town, who will be the only people in his entire family not invited. So we have our answer. She doesn't care. She didn't care to warn us ahead of time that our kids wouldn't be invited. Even isn't that what the RSVP is for?
A year,
This
right?
is ahead of time.
Did they say a year in advance?
Yeah, it's well in advance. I don't know exactly how long it was, but yeah. She doesn't care that my kids aren't toddlers. She doesn't care that she doesn't have a relationship with them. We are incredibly hurt, but she made her choice.
You answered it right there. She didn't have a relationship with them.
Yeah.
Barely with you at this point.
Every other year she sees them.
Yeah.
We told her that we understand her decision, but we were hurt and did not want to continue having a relationship with her if she wasn't interested in a relationship with our kids. Okay. And honestly, I also didn't want to see pictures and gush over a wedding that her cousins weren't invited to, and by extension, my husband and I. I'm also so hurt she didn't even care enough to let us know about it ahead of time. I am hurt that she couldn't even take the time to spell awe correctly in her response, which is, so she spelled it A-W-E, and then OP wanted them to spell it A-W.
A-W-W. Okay.
Just A-W. We're really nitpicking at this point. We didn't make a big deal about it. We didn't gossip. We told her we were sad and we were done. And now her mother and sister have stopped talking to us as well. My husband tried to talk about it with his brother, who responded, "You have to understand, if anyone has a problem with my kid, they're also going to have a problem with me." We said, "Yes, that's exactly how we feel." But no one gets it. Frankly, I don't care if they don't talk to me again. As I've said, they've always treated me and my husband as second-class citizens, but my husband seems to be worried. He spent his entire life chasing after them and trying to get them to like him. So am I the asshole?
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that was a lot of word for, yeah, you're the asshole.
Yeah, a lot of words for you fucking suck, dude. One is just like, they don't have a problem with your kids, dude.
No.
They just
have to draw the line. Otherwise, everyone has to be invited.
Everyone has to draw that line.
Yeah.
They would love for your kid to be there. I mean, it's similar to when I had my wedding. It was like, this was like peak COVID, not peak COVID, maybe right after peak COVID, like 21. And I was just like, yeah, if you're not vaccinated, you're not getting in.
Right.
There are a ton of people I'd love for them to be there. Lifelong friends that just, are not really lifelong friends anymore because they were anti-vaxxers.
Yeah.
But, stuff like that. Like, it would have been nice, to see them at the wedding, but, they made their decision.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just best of luck to them, I guess.
Yeah, it's not like the wedding party was like, nah, fuck your kids, bro. I don't mess with them. They're like, hey, we're going to have to probably celebrate at another time. And explaining to you that if we invite your kids, then we would have to invite the rest 40 additional people. And the assholey thing that they said, OP said, was like, well, I doubt they actually have 40 relatives that have to be invited. I'm just like, come on now.
I could see why the rest of the family don't really fuck with y'all, if I'm being quite honest.
Well, here's the thing.
and I feel bad for your husband too, because he's kind of just like stuck in the middle, unfortunately. But you know, probably bad communication on his part too. He needs to kind of figure out a way to make it work between OP and the siblings. That's not really OP's job, I guess. But
no.
But still, though, it's just y'all think y'all are the main character. It's obviously not. I mean, like you said, you barely have a relationship with them. They don't have any relationship with your kids. And you know, it's just you're asking a whole lot.
Well, it sounds like they're holding on to like grudges from 30 years ago.
Yeah, because honestly, if you didn't want all that shit, you should have said it.
Yeah.
You don't be mad at your fucking niece for being able to stand on business when you couldn't.
Who was a child at the time, you know what I mean? Like had no, and like you invited them to your wedding. That was your choice. You could have said no kids as well, and then they wouldn't have been able to come. But you know, that was your option to make that choice. And it's their option to make the choice of an 18 and plus cutoff. You know what I mean? Other than, you know, the one flower girl or whatever it happened to be. That's their choice, and you have to respect that. And it is also crazy. Like, I mean, I guess you can cut contact for that. It sounds like you're cutting contact for all the things that happened before, and you're just like, this is the final straw, but it's the dumbest final straw I've ever heard of.
Also, the one kid is the bride's, I forget, niece or nephew.
Yeah, and
your kids are the first cousin that they see once every 2 years.
Way different.
Huge difference.
Way different.
Yeah. So, you're the asshole. And it also crazy at the end when you're like, brother-in-law said, yeah, if you mess with my kids, or if you have a problem with my kids, you have a problem with me. And you're like, yeah, us too. And it's like, they didn't have a problem with your kids.
Yeah, nobody had a problem.
No one did. They just had to draw a line.
Yeah. And they explained why. Like, they were pretty reasonable about it. Like, hey, let's celebrate later. You were the one who took it to an extreme and cut them off and then got pissed when it's like,
when they cut you back off.
Mother and sister aren't talking to me. It's like, well, yeah, I think that's reasonable. Reddit teamed asshole.
Yeah.
Farts Fartington. Great username.
Whoa.
Love that.
Said, you're the asshole. Your niece isn't responsible for how things ran when she was a child. Just because you let someone steamroll your wedding wishes doesn't mean you get to steamroll hers.
Yep.
In terms of etiquette, to say the date is plenty of notice to let you know that it's child-free wedding. Mm-hmm. And then Fickle.
How much earlier did you want it to be made? You know what I mean?
Like
3 years ago, maybe when they were still like 8 years old.
Before they got engaged. Come on. Fickle Cabinet said, you're the asshole. It seems like the family treated you and your husband a certain way. You both allowed it and you were resentful towards the family because of this. I absolutely understand not wanting to attend a family wedding that your children aren't invited to, but a simple no on the RSVP would have been adequate. But to go no contact over the invite list makes you the asshole in this situation. I think maybe the wedding was just the straw that broke the camel's back, because it's odd that you'd go no contact with her and not the rest of the family for their perceived slights prior to this happening. So kind of seems like it was the last straw, but it's like so stupid.
Yeah. Dumb as shit, yeah.
Also, get therapy. It's been 30 years. Or cut contact with them earlier. I don't know. This is just dumb. All right, next one here, posted by Brenna95. This one's posted on r/am I the asshole. Title is, am I the asshole for walking out of the restaurant and leaving my friend?
Did you leave them the bill?
Maybe.
I'm gonna go not the asshole. The friend probably acted out and did something stupid.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. And not the asshole.
Based on what I've seen of John this weekend, this one's going to piss John off.
Uh-oh. What does that mean?
My girlfriends and I went to a restaurant 2 days ago. I was the designated driver. I ordered my meal and they ordered their meal. I went to take a picture of my plate, and before I could even take the picture, one of them used her fork and stirred up my food.
Wait,
I got
go back.
Yeah.
You said they all ordered individual plates?
They got their own meals, yes.
Boy, if you fucking touch my own shit, unless it was clearly a family style meal, then I don't give a damn. But my personal one, yeah, we're fighting outside. We're fucking fighting outside.
A lot of family style meals this weekend. It was a good time.
We did.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with John. I'm fucking fighting. What the fuck are you doing? You have your own entree.
I got upset and asked her why she would do that, and she told me it was cringe to take pictures of food.
To be cringe is to be free, ladies and gentlemen.
Who cares? It's not
I'm
your
king
plate.
cringe then. Shit.
Yeah. I could tell the other girls were uncomfortable, but no one stood up for me. All I wanted was a damn picture because my plate was presented beautifully. I got upset and just walked out of the restaurant and drove home, leaving them behind. When I got
I forgot you were the ride. Oh, shit.
Uber.
got home, I asked who paid for my meal and zelled her the cost. They started texting me and telling me it was just a joke. What I did was immature and that it was wrong of me to leave them behind considering I was the driver. I do feel like I overreacted, but I also feel like what she did was mean. So am I the asshole?
Hell
No, absolutely not. That's like, okay, who gives a fuck if people want to take, pictures of like their food or anything in particular, right? If someone appreciates art, or I think food is art for the most part. And if someone goes in my space and fucking just messes something, that's my personal. Again, going back to our point, since we had a lot of like family style meals together, if any of you had reached out and just stirred everything,
just before thinking about it or whatever,
and that's fine because the whole concept of it is us sharing food together.
Right.
But when it's my own fucking individual order, let's say it's like a sandwich or a burger where you have no fucking right to touch my own shit, I will punch the shit out of you, to be honest.
I will say though, even as even if it is like family meal like this weekend, I know you record like your food for Childish Johnbino.
It says John's Poverty now.
John's Poverty now.
John's Poverty. That's I know you record for that, and because you're my friend, I'm not going to get butthurt if I have to wait 2 extra seconds for you to get a clip or a video or a picture of the food. I feel that's what a friend would do. They'd be like, all right, you know what? Like, I'll wait. I don't like, this is something my friend enjoys doing. I care about them. I'm not going to just fuck up their plate because of that.
And I didn't even ask.
It's not even fucking family style. It's like,
no, it's
that's the
insane
crazy
fucking part.
But I'm saying that's my bare minimum. It's just like,
yeah,
I care about you as a person. I'm not going to fuck up what you like to do because I want to be a dick.
On top of that, and personal, I don't like, since we had a big party, I'm like, I'm not going to stop everyone. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to be like, I'm going to sneak in here a little side. So,
and we all waited. We all waited.
It's fucking so annoying. It's like just invading your personal space to me.
Yeah.
That's the one that makes me mad about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, if that is cringe, then it's cringe not having a fucking ride home, I guess, bitch. I mean, what the fuck are you doing, bro? It's not like you could like say your joke and then like apologize and then the dish is put back together.
Yeah.
Like, no, you fucked up her one shot to fucking, I mean, I honestly wouldn't pay for the fucking dish. You're lucky enough OP did that shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think they ate it.
They didn't eat it. They just straight up played the mean joke. Nobody said shit. And then you're like, all right, fuck this. And then you dipped.
Yeah.
Nah, man. You got fucking wrecked. You wrecked them back. All is good in my eyes.
OP writes a couple edits here just to clarify some things. They said, I did tell my friends I was going to leave. I said I don't want to be here anymore and then left. My meat was steak, gravy, mashed potatoes, and caviar. And it had a hibiscus plant on it since people are assuming it was pasta. Not sure if that's important information or not, but I mean, it's nice to know what you had. The girls who didn't stand up for me laughed at the situation awkwardly. I could tell they were uncomfortable, but didn't say a word. The person who paid for my meal was one of the girls who laughed, not the person who stirred up my plate. And I was only trying to take a picture of my plate. I wasn't holding anyone else back from eating their food. So I think that's
even worse. Even fucking worse.
Yeah. Reddit Green said, not the asshole. High Altitude said, in what world does a person have the gall to dig around in your fresh plate of food, mock you for taking a picture of it, treat your objection like it was a joke, and then expect you to entertain their disgusting company for the rest of the evening and to chauffeur them home? What the fuck? That person should be banished to live in a closeted covenant in the outskirts of Siberia till she learns how to use the manners while interacting with others. Damn, why Siberia?
Siberians are like, what do you say fuck me for?
Oh, fuck. You are not the asshole, and it was classy to pay for your food later. Time to shed some people from your friends list. And then there were a few everyone sucks. A lot of people were just like, taking pictures of your food is cringe. She's like, shut the fuck up. Jesus
Who
Christ.
cares?
You don't have to do it.
Guy. Yeah.
Tiff being 13 said everyone's sex. Your friend had no business touching your food, but walking out without paying is so overdramatic. At least you paid back whoever had to cover you. And what the fuck? You can walk out.
Pay for shit.
You can
For
walk out
any
no matter
reason. Why are more people not mad about the fucking person who invaded their space and messing up their own stuff?
Here is
it's wild to me.
If I'm being honest, though, I probably would have like waited it out to get like to go.
fair. Yeah, for yourself, not for them.
Fucking yeah.
Me, I would just start picking food off of their plate. Be like, you want to play, bitch? I got you.
This kind of reminds me of the that Tim Robinson sketch where they're all out eating meals, taking pictures, and trying to find the perfect caption.
Oh yeah,
Slobbering down piles of shit with these two fat fucks, and I'm the fattest of them all.
That's one of the best Tim Robinson bits where he's not in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wasn't that like the first episode too? Like the first ever skit?
So.
Probably
One of the first ones. Yeah.
The first ever skit was him.
Hot dog.
No, it was him shaking hands and being like, "Oh yeah, thanks for the interview." Then he tries
with the door.
He tries to
the
push,
door open.
or he tries to pull a push.
Yeah.
And then that's the very first scene. I said, "Oh shit, I think I like this show a lot."
All right. Next one is posted by Icy Ad 8228. And this one is, am I the asshole for not telling my former stylist that I switched to another stylist in the same salon?
Ooh. Yeah.
That's
a breakup, low
that's
key.
betrayal.
Oh fuck. There was like, oh my God, I forgot that there was this one TikTok. It was like a long form TikTok video, and it was kind of like a music video where it's like, hey, I gotta go to the barber had to go to a conference, and he was like, hey, I'm gonna be out for a couple weeks. Just wait for me. But then the guy had to go on a wedding, and he was like, damn, I need to get a haircut. So some random guy was like, hey, fool, come here. Like, I'll give you a haircut. And he just like fuck his shit up. And then like a couple days later, they meet in the store, like the barber and the person. And he was just like, hey, my boy, like I had a good time at the conference. And he saw his hair. He was like, who the fuck cut your hair? And then it was like a breakup. It was the most dramatic shit. Even got to the point he was like, don't touch me anymore. And he was like, I'm gonna buy you the most expensive blade. Met in the pouring rain, start playing fucking music, saying, take me back. And I watched all 20 minutes of it. I'm like, this is a fucking love story. And
that's crazy. You watched a whole.
Yeah.
I know.
You specific.
I was hooked. I'm like, damn, this shit is kind of romantic.
Yeah, when I had barbers, I'd have multiple barbers every once in a while, like just depending on their availability. And like whenever I'd get cut from one and then go to the next one, they'd be like, you fucked your shit up, huh?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. It looks exactly the same from when you do it. Y'all are friends.
Yeah. One cuts your hair, you go to the other one. He fucked it up. You go to back to the first one.
God damn, who did this shit?
I'd
be like, y'all recommended each other for when y'all are busy. I don't know why y'all chopping on each other.
I've had one guy touch my head for the past 10 years. I can't do it.
I have a new guy now that I have longer hair, and I didn't get a haircut for a while. And he's like, I thought you left me, man. Like, I was like, damn.
That shit is real, bro. Like, your relationship with your barber is real.
It's real as fuck.
I knew this one would hit close to home, especially with the perm.
Yeah.
All right. So I went to the hair salon the other day, and both my former hairstylist, Jesse, and my current stylist were there. For context, last year, Jessie decided that she was going to move almost an hour away, and she was going to open her own salon. While I love how she styled my hair, I was not traveling 2 hours for a hairstyle. Fair. So I decided to go to somebody else in the same salon who was just as good as she was. So for the last year or so, I've been going to Carrie. Well, fast forward to this week. When I walked in, Jessie was there grinning from ear to ear, super happy to see me. Then it hits me. She has no idea I've been going to Carrie since she moved. Carrie.
I'm like visibly cringing. I'm like, oh, I would know how this feels.
It's like when you and your partner stand at one end and call your cat. Which one they gonna go to?
Oh my God.
OP's the cat.
Yeah. Psst, 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 psst. Carrie immediately calls me over, and you could literally see Jesse's realize in real time that I wasn't there for her. The tension in the salon during the 2 hours I was there was unreal. No one knew what to say. When I was leaving, Jessie stopped me and told me I was wrong for going to Carrie. I told her she moved almost an hour away and I wasn't obligated.
Obligated?
Thank you, Jesus.
It's been a long weekend.
We had a long weekend, brother. We get it. We
brother.
get it.
And I wasn't obligated to follow her. I also let her know I don't owe her an explanation. Later, she texted me saying I should have told her that I was going to Carrie, and now she's back. I should come back to her since I stayed for convenience. So am I the asshole for not telling Jessie that I started going to Carrie instead while she was gone?
No,
Jesse's bitter.
Jesse's bitter. You know, I'm gonna say not the asshole, but like, you know, for obvious reasons. But honestly, I get it. I get
You've
it.
been cheating.
I mean, I feel like you have to set up appointments. So I feel like Jesse should have known
that you weren't there for her.
Yeah. If you walk in and you're like, oh, wait, I don't have you booked. And then you go over to Carrie, then it's like, oh, there's no need for the awkwardness. And then also the confrontation and the text after, I for sure am going to stick with Carrie.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in fucking hashing this out the next time you need to cut my hair.
It's like the bitter ex, you know? It's like, are you happy?
Yeah, I'm not going to trust that person with my hair.
You were visibly upset with me, and now I'm going to trust you to cut my shit right?
Are they better than me?
Do they know where to touch you?
Do they know your spots?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously not the asshole. Yeah. Like it's, and like Sean said, especially after I get that text message, I'm going to be like, well,
you're kind of unhinged. Yeah.
Not coming to you now. It sounds like Jessie, you know, tried to go out on her own and then that maybe failed. And now she's maybe bitter about it and taking it out on you. But,
which is, I will say, Jesse, this should be a lesson. Maybe why some things didn't work out were customer service reasons. I don't know. I just feel like confronting the client and then texting them after the confrontation and begging them to come back.
You're not going to get them back. You're not
customer service. Yeah. You've put me off already.
You're verbally assaulting me. I'm not going to come back to you.
Also in front of Carrie, who just cut my hair.
Yeah.
Where's Carrie at? Defend your girl, Carrie.
I tell you, we fight to the death for my service.
Yeah, razor blade.
Yeah, you get a razor blade. Whoever wins. Reddit deemed not the asshole, and Read Me Dr. Memory said not the asshole. What did she think you've been doing for the last year? Cutting your hair
Just letting that shit grow out.
You didn't leave her. She left the salon. She's an asshole for trying to take you away from Carrie. You are, of course, absolutely free to go to either. But Jesse's behavior would make me lean towards Carrie.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, boys, let's hit this last one here. Posted by just a throwaway account.
Throw it away, yeah.
And this one is titled, Am I the Asshole for Not Telling My Fiance Why I'm Sterile?
Ooh, I read this title and I wanted to see what it was about.
Ooh,
so.
Well, here you go, Sean.
It depends on how late you didn't tell them. It's like date 2, then it's kind of just like, all right. I mean, it's still kind of early.
A fiance already, though.
Oh, fiance?
Yeah.
You gotta go asshole, right?
That's where I'm going. I don't know if you have to probably, before you get engaged, I'm hoping, right, that they have a conversation that, hey, what's our future looking like? Is having kids part of the equation? And right. I feel like if you led them on and you lied to them about that,
then you're the asshole.
I'd want to go asshole.
Okay. So I'm in my late 20s, female, and my fiance, early 30s, male, let's call him Carlos, are still fighting about this, and it was already 2 weeks ago. When I was 21, I had a partial hysterectomy due to adenomyosis. Jesus, this is a tough one to pick for this today.
I think that's correct. Gotta be.
It was very painful, and my doctor spent 2 years fighting for the approval because many people were against the idea. I didn't mind losing my uterus because 1, it was very painful, and 2, I was always child-free. Even as a kid, I didn't like kids. I met Carlos 3 years ago. I told him on day 1 that I was child-free and completely sterile.
There you go. That absolves you. I think. That absolves you.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Well, the title is not telling them why I am sterile.
I mean,
just saying that I am sterile.
Who cares why?
Yeah, it doesn't matter at this point. They already drew the line and said, hey, I don't want kids and I'm child-free.
Okay. All right. So he said he was child-free too, so we went ahead with the relationship. He proposed in September, and we started slowly planning the wedding. I never told him about the hysterectomy itself. I did not hide it on purpose. It honestly just slipped my mind because I already told him I could not get pregnant. My mom did not know about the engagement because she was out of the country, taking care of our elder sister, and I wanted to tell her in person. She came back 3 weeks ago, and after she rested for a week, we invited her to lunch so we could tell her about it. Carlos is a prankster, but not the weird kind. While we were eating and before I could show my mom the ring, he grabbed her hand and said, "I'm sorry, miss my mom. I impregnated your daughter." And my mom burst out laughing, looked at me and said, "Either you are about to get rich or you grew a new uterus." Which I will say that is being like, he's not a prankster, not the weird kind of prankster. And then it's just like, "I impregnated your daughter." That's a crazy joke to make.
Right when you said the word prank, I saw Sean's eye twitch.
Stupid motherfucker. It twitched again whenever it was like, he's not the crazy guy. It's silly pranks only. Like, you shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I laughed too and said, "I hope not," because I already had talked to half the doctors in the country and their grandmas the first time. Carlos stared at me and said, "What do you mean?" My mom said, "Well, the hysterectomy, of course." Carlos said he'd never heard about it. And my mom laughed again and asked, "How do you didn't know?" And I said, "I guess I never brought it up because I don't think about it anymore." We were quiet for a second. Then I showed my mom the ring and we celebrated. After she left, Carlos confronted me. He asked me why I never told him about the surgery. I told him I had told him the important part, which was that I was sterile. And he said the issue was the principle, and if I could keep something so big to myself for years, what else could I be hiding? I feel like that is unfair for me. I shared the relevant part at the moment, and later I just didn't think about it. I was not trying to keep secrets. I simply didn't think the medical details were relevant once we agreed on being child-free. So now we want an outside opinion. He has read this post and approved it, so it's not just my point of view. So am I the asshole for not telling him about the hysterectomy, or is he overreacting?
I think I have a hot take here. I think kind of nobody sucks. I mean, he's a prankster, so he sucks a little bit. But I mean, I could understand him being like, that is kind of like a huge piece of information. Like, it doesn't really matter, but it is kind of just like, because I've had like friends who, you know, were in serious relationships, and then like they were like, yeah, we just didn't, you know, I don't know if it's probably not the same thing, but they were like, yeah, we just have communication issues. And I wonder if like this close to the wedding, if it feels like, oh, like this is a new communication issue that just popped up. So I'm like nervous. Like,
right.
Are there other things? But I mean, if you have, you know, generally have had good communication, that shouldn't really be a huge topic.
So I kind of want to go off of that, Sean, because to me, like if I was in a relationship and someone told me that,
You'd ask why,
follow-up questions and care about my partner, or like even if it wasn't date 2, you know what I mean? It'd be like later on, I imagine I would think about that, or it would come up at some point and be like, oh yeah, why is that, like, why are you sterile? You know what I mean? Like, I imagine I would have some sort of care to ask my partner.
That's true. But
again, she didn't tell him. Now it's like,
but I also understand her not telling him because it's kind of like, all right, well, the important part is that this is the result.
Yeah.
Who cares really like why the result is? So it's like, all right, we all agreed we're child free. I'm sterile.
Yeah.
That doesn't really matter. But I also get his part where it would be like, oh, her hysterectomy is a big deal. But you're also right. He should have just been like, maybe a few months in, be like, you know, I know we can't have kids ever, and that you're sterile. It's just like, I'm realizing now I never knew why.
Why exactly?
So what's the deal with that? So it's like just a fail on communication all around, I think. I don't think anyone here is like super bad. I do think he needs to stop the pranks. I think that's the worst thing he's done.
The prank was crazy. Yeah, I'm going full blown, not the asshole on this one. I think the precedent was set that, hey, we're gonna be child free, and I'm sterile. And maybe I'm just ignorant in the matter, but anytime if someone has mentioned to me that, hey, I'm sterile, maybe it's like a medical condition that they had, so that kind of just connect the dots, like, oh, maybe something medical happened. I would have agreed that, like, you know, the partner should have asked, like, hey, what happened? Like, well, how come you're sterile? But then
like,
it's
if
also,
you didn't feel comfortable on the first date, because obviously that's the first date. Maybe you don't want to dig into medical.
Yeah.
You dated long enough to get engaged. What you guys are saying,
yes.
eventually he should have been like,
oh,
and
yeah.
also,
Why is that?
yeah. And also it's like one of those things where it's like, for me, something medical like that is their kind of story to tell if they want to disclose that.
Yeah.
But it would have been a different story where, you know, when we were trying to guess the scenario where like they hid that throughout the time and just like, shit, I wish I had known about that. But I think the precedent was set from the very beginning. So I think it completely absolves her. Well, the prank was a little bit weird for me, but I still think I can see where Sean's going with the no one's the asshole here, but I'm going to go not the asshole completely for OP.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the prank went over well, so it's not that bad. But
I mean, they laughed about it,
yeah,
so they thought it was a jokey joke.
probably.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah,
That's a weird thing to say to your mother-in-law.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's playing the crowd. He knows what she likes. Maybe
Yeah,
I don't know. Like,
maybe.
you know,
I fucked the shit out of your daughter, by the way.
not funny. I don't think. I don't want to hear it.
But yeah, I think I'm with you, John. Not the asshole. It is weird for him to take this to be like, well, what else are you hiding? But like Sean said, it could be like
just a lapse in communication, maybe.
Yeah. So it's maybe not the end of the world, depending on where you go about this. I mean, he is reading this post and approving it, so it's like,
yeah, the fact that both of y'all came up with the post together, I think y'all are
a good sign.
Fine. Yeah, it's a good sign.
So I
think nobody really sucks.
That's fair. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah,
like if he had like blown up like after and been like, "What the fuck?" Like then I'd be like, "Calm down." Like you had so many years to ask.
Yeah,
but I guess like I understand her forgetting. Like I don't remember telling you the details of why I'm sterile, and then I also understand him being like, "Oh, that's a huge piece of news."
Yeah.
Plus, like all the stress of having to go see all those doctors. That's probably something you don't want to relive and talk about again. So it probably tucked it away at the back of her mind.
True. Yeah. Didn't want to talk about it and then just forgot about it. And yeah, I mean, that happens. I do think it's weird of him to take it to the point where it's just like, well, what else are you hiding? It's like, well, okay, that doesn't, equate to me hiding things on you.
Especially if they've been upfront to you from the very beginning.
You could have asked based on what the information I gave. But yeah, I think not the asshole. And I don't think he's the worst person in the world, especially since this was posted together. So,
yeah,
you know what I mean? And Virus 2021 said, quote, he's a prankster, but not in the weird way. Him makes a pregnancy joke.
Pretty weird way.
Put your daughter in a missionary position.
Me on top, her on bottom.
Swirl and Swirl said, I wouldn't say you're an asshole, but I can't imagine marrying someone without knowing that about them. It doesn't even have to do with the fertility aspect. Once you marry someone, they can make medical decisions for you if you're incapacitated. Wouldn't you want them to know your whole medical history?
That's
I
fair.
think is maybe the strongest point in like he should know that, but like also that's on both of you for not inquiring.
Yeah, I think this was just a bad communication mishap.
Yeah.
Like everyone kind of just forgot.
I don't think that makes you an asshole.
No.
I think
the doctors would have your medical information. It's just in case there's an emergency, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. And then OP comes back with some edits. So some people asked how did you forget to tell him this? OP responded and said it was a very traumatic experience and everyone and their mother looked at my vagina. I felt embarrassed for a long time and pushed the experience deep enough till I forgot about it. So like John was thinking, some people were asking, why didn't you tell him? OP responds, at first it was because I wasn't about to trauma dump on a dude I'd known for 2 hours. And I'm just a very quiet person in our first date. I maybe said 50 words. I'm more talkative now, at least with him, but I like my privacy and to keep things that I feel deeply personal just to myself, unless it's relevant to something else. Solid reason, I think, for the first date and then just forgetting about it. That's fair. And then they write a second edit and say, hey, now that we've had time to read some of the responses together, we want to clarify some things. Carlos, did you not know the difference between sterile and infertile? And Carlos responds and says, apparently not. I thought it was the same, both meaning not able to have babies. Which, I mean, I guess technically it means not able to have babies, but
I wouldn't have known the difference either. Not gonna lie.
I also didn't know the difference.
Well, I think sterile means like there was some sort of medical surgery or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was like thinking in the beginning too. Like I thought they were gonna equate that together, but I ain't gonna lie. In the same situation of Carl's, I probably wouldn't have known any better either.
Yeah, which is fair. Yeah. And then some people ask, how did he not notice she didn't have periods? And then they say, to be fair, we haven't been living together for that long, and 5 months. And he thought I had PCOS like his sister.
I did not know that when that happens. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. And then they say, are you really child-free, or do you think you'll change your mind after the wedding? Carlos says, no, I am child-free and was even thinking about getting a vasectomy just to be more safe. So people were wondering if he's like trying to, trap her in there.
I didn't get that vibe
either.
No, I didn't either. But, I mean, fair to ask, I guess.
Yeah.
And then other people were like, how didn't he notice any scars / hormone therapy, etc.? And then OP says, well, I don't have any scars. The procedure was done vaginally, so the scarring is on the inside. I didn't need hormones, at least not yet. I still have my ovaries, and they're healthy at the moment. So all those things clearing it up as to how this could have been overlooked for 3 years, which I think all fair, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And for the people just saying that I should have told them in case of an emergency, you're right, and I honestly never thought about that part. We'll update once we've had our session with a couples counselor, because I feel there are things that are better discussed with a professional, which I think is a great idea. So yeah,
I like this couple.
They seem like, it was a conflict. They're coming together to figure it out. I don't think this needed to be an argument for whatever it was, 2 days.
No. It's 2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think Sean's "no one's the asshole here" case is actually getting stronger and stronger as you read more information.
It's like they just both overlooked it or didn't understand.
Yeah. Because they posted each other. They posted together, and they were genuinely trying to find out, like, hey, what can we, like, outside opinion, want to know. And then they, with the clarifying information, they both, they were still true to their word. So nothing malicious about the guy whatsoever, and nothing malicious to OP either. Like, it's a traumatic experience that they probably wanted to tuck in the back of their minds.
100%. And they're both going to couples therapy together now. Yeah. So it's like, I can't imagine a much better conclusion to this story than what's happening right now. So
that sounds like a healthy thing that they're doing. So
yeah,
more props to y'all, and good luck in the rest of your relationship.
All right, Wikimaniacs, that is it for today's episode. If you like what you heard, give us a like, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you listen. We'd also appreciate a rating if you'd like to give us one. If you want 2 more stories, we got 2 more behind the Patreon, patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network, or hit join on our YouTube membership program. You get 2 bonus stories every Friday and 1 every Monday, plus bonus content throughout the week. Boys, is there anything you want to say before we head out?
This is your last few days before the merch, every merch all at one sale is going on. RedditOnWikishop.com, RedditOnWikishop.com.
Hell yeah. What's the December merch, Sean? Got that planned?
We'll figure it out.
Okay. We will also need recommendations for a charity for December. So
yes, we'll put up a poll on Patreon.
Yeah, so we'll figure that out. But with
actually,
that,
I do know what the merch is.
Oh yeah, it was.
It's the Oops All Goats by Lieutenant Starbright.
Starbright.
Hell yeah.
Looks like a Captain Crunch box.
Awesome. Well, that's it for this episode. Thank you, John and Sean, for coming on and giving your takes. Thank you, Wikimaniacs, for another amazing episode. We'll see you on Monday. Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Get therapy.